This is the room where Megan stayed at when she was living with us. Andy and I have gone far out of our way to help Megan.
Even after getting full custody of Avery, we allowed her to move into our home. Twice.
She came to Andy and I with the sob story that she was gonna head to a homeless shelter. So I invited her to stay with us until she could get back on her feet.
At first, living with Andy and Caitlin was amazing. I was so happy I was able to be Avery's mom every single day. We could co-parent and everything was fine.
It was a complete nightmare. She wouldn't help out around the house. She wouldn't help with Avery.
When I was doing homework with Avery, she never stepped in or took the initiative to do it on her own. So this is my closet. Megan decided to help herself to whatever clothes of mine that she wanted. Megan treated our house like it was a hotel. Megan would sneak people into the room. Megan would continuously show up intoxicated from work, go into my freezer and throw away my food.
On one incident where I came home and Caitlin had chained the fridge shut with a lock and chain.
There would be times Megan would actually go through the trouble of putting on her uniform, making us believe that she's going to work. Come to find out, she's out drinking and partying and taking Adderall. One time she told me she worked at a daycare, had a uniform for it. She was like, yeah, you can come here. Bring Avery up here to meet the director. She gets back at 2 o'clock. So I called, she got hired, but never even went on one day. Like, you invited me, but you don't even work there. Like, what? Her time with us came to an end when we found out she was doing Adderall.
I was actually working 3 doubles in a row. It was hard for me to concentrate, so my friend offered me a few.
We gave her a 30-day notice, and that was it.
Okay, I find this pretty astounding, Megan, that you actually lived with your ex and his current fiance. You moved in with them?
Yeah, it was supposed to be temporary until I was able to get on my feet and figure out where to go from there.
Well, that doesn't sound consistent with them trying to block you from Avery's life and get him to forget you. How do you square that up with them trying to isolate you from your son?
That started after I had moved out of their house. They started to cut off contact with me and Avery.
Okay, so you moved in the first time, and how long were you there?
I believe it was around 3 months.
3 months?
Yes.
Okay, and the first time you moved in, what was your frame of mind? What was your physical, mental, emotional condition?
I'm really glad that you asked that, because some of the statements that they made, I wanted to come back with that. I was really suffering from depression, and I hadn't realized it. I did not know that that's what I was going through, because I'd never experienced it before.
They say you were detoxing from alcohol and Adderall.
I'm not sure where they get this alcohol usage from, but I wouldn't say that I was detoxing, but I was definitely in a state of depression.
Were you on drugs at the time?
No.
You
and
weren't,
when I was living with them, no.
You weren't coming down detoxing from drugs?
No.
Caitlin, you're shaking your head. Not just yes, but hell yes. It looks
yes,
like.
absolutely. After she had lost once Andy was awarded primary custody, I guess maybe then she decided she was going to try to stop taking Adderall. So she was, I guess maybe she was depressed from coming off of Adderall and everything, but she was definitely detoxing from Adderall, trying to maybe learn how to relive her life without Adderall. And then she was kicked out from her boyfriend's house, so that's how she ended up at my house.
Okay, and were you, the second time you were there, were you sneaking people in the bedroom window?
I don't recall doing that.